Hey guys, it's Kenny Nguyen, and I don't want to make a video about this because I don't want to be a Marvel toxic hater, but I have to say this. Marvel Comics completely sucks. Period. It's straight up facts. Because they have a big problem, which is crossover addiction. Marvel Comics pumps out too many crossovers and it causes the reviews to be mixed and fans to lose interest. Their crossover addiction is worse than DC Comics' Batman addiction. You want proof? Okay, in this year, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 crossovers. And that's not even the worst part. You know what's the worst part? We have, there's gonna be 3 more events happening in December. Just 3 big, huge crossover events happening in December. Marvel seems to like to cram all of the crossovers in 1 month, which just causes readers to get tired and frustration and not have a lot of breathing room. In July, we have had, let me see. So we had these 3 events all crammed in 1 month. But enough of that. Devil's Reign, I'm interested in Devil's Reign because it's Daredevil, of course. But Avengers Forever is basically a copy of Dark Knight's Metal. It's a story where the Avengers travel across the multiverse. Timeless is a story where King the Conqueror will travel through the time stream and cause huge consequences. And Devil's Reign is just based, like I said, I like Devil's Reign, but it's a copy of Batman's Fear State. Marvel Comics has a crossover addiction. They like to pump out a lot of crossover events so Marvel Comics can be as popular as DC Comics. But the problem is that the more crossovers you put out, the more ideas you waste, and it will cause your crossover events to be mixed. You want proof? Okay. You see, in Heroes Return, this is a story where the Avengers deal with, the Squadron Supreme. And the story literally ends, and I'm not even joking here. It ends with the main villain, Phil Coulson, getting hit by a plane and he loses to a fire. I am not joking. This is what happens. He loses to a fire. Now the proof, okay. Infinite Destinies is a story with the Avengers and Guardians of the Galaxy deal with people with Infinity Stones. And this ends with the villain talking about his feelings to Captain America and Iron Man, and then he leaves. I'm not making this up. Yeah, guys, it's true. Marvel Comics officially has a crossover addiction that is worse than Batman. How does DC Comics Batman addiction is better than Marvel Comics crossover addiction? Because at least the majority of the Batman stories are non-canon and you don't need to read it. But you have to read all these crossover events so you can get caught up with the Marvel Comics. As a person who likes DC Comics more, I am very ashamed of Marvel Comics. And Marvel Comics has a crossover addiction, like I said, because they like to pump out so many crossovers in a short period of time, which causes event fatigue, bland art, and lazy writing. And that is why the majority of Marvel Comics crossover events get mixed reviews than DC Comics. So in conclusion, Marvel Comics has a crossover addiction. And I hope that they can fix it.